Welcome back to What Does This Word Mean? A podcast that explores the meanings behind trending English words. Subscribe now to stay updated on the latest definitions and usage of new words. Today's phrase, square up. At its most literal, to square up means to turn and face something directly. But that's not the sense you're most likely to encounter. In practice, square up almost always means to get into a fighting stance, specifically to raise both fists in front of you the way a boxer would, signaling that you're ready to throw a punch. Some people add a slight bend in the knees, shifting their weight to stay mobile, again very much in the boxing tradition. The posture is unmistakable. It's a physical declaration of intent. From there, the phrase extends naturally into a couple of related meanings, to prepare for a confrontation, and to actually face off against someone in a fight. The context usually makes it clear which one is meant. Now, square up isn't entirely new. It was already in circulation around the year 2000, but it really spread through the 2010s. It's closely related to the older, more standard expression square off, which means essentially the same thing, to prepare to fight or to face an opponent, and square up functions as a slightly more informal, more energetic variant of that. Which brings us to social media, where square up has taken on a life of its own. A trend has been making the rounds in which people ask their coworkers or friends to square up on camera. The premise is simple. A significant number of people have no idea what the phrase means, and rather than admit it, they spontaneously invent some kind of pose. The results vary widely, and are generally entertaining. It's a small unscripted test of whether someone's cultural vocabulary includes a term that, depending on your background, might feel completely obvious or entirely foreign. That gap between people for whom square up is second nature and people who've simply never encountered it, is part of what makes it an interesting phrase. It's casual enough to feel universal but specific enough to catch people off guard. Thanks for tuning in. Before leaving, don't forget to like and to subscribe to the podcast for the next episode.